Hello friends, welcome to your workout of the day. I've got a really nice one for you today. We're going to keep it super low impact, very intentional movements, a lot of core activation. We'll get a full body workout, but it's going to be a lot of core control and stabilization. You're going to need a small Pilates ball and a set of weights. I have 3-pound dumbbells. You can use whatever feels best for you, or maybe nothing at all, totally optional, completely up to you. We're gonna start off on our backs. Oh, you could also put ankle weights on if you want them. I'm not gonna use them today, but they're always there. If you want to throw them on, you can do that. We're gonna start off coming down to our backs, get rid of clips, buns, anything that needs to get out of the way. Bringing your arms down by your sides. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Feel that spine imprint down into the mat. We're gonna start off with our right leg up. Point your toes up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna start to draw circles into the ceiling about the size of your Pilates ball. Just starting to wake up the low abs, waking up the quad, waking up your hip flexor. And then taking it the opposite direction, just drawing those little circles the other way around. For 2 and 1, and bring it back to center. Now you're gonna take a flex to your foot, lower your leg all the way down to a hover, point your toes, use the strength of your quad and your low abs, not your hip flexors, to lift that leg back up. At the top, hold here. You're gonna take your leg out to the side and then squeeze your inner thigh to bring it back to center. Flex your foot, take it forward and down, lift out to the side and back in. We take it down, you lengthen through the hip flexors, point, squeeze your quad, squeeze your low abs, back up to center, out to the side, and adductors turn on, bring it in. Flex, take it forward, point and lift, out to the side and back in. One more, flex, point and lift, take it out and back in. We meet at center. Now we're gonna take our foot with that flex down, point your toes at the bottom, be mindful of the space around you. You're gonna circle your leg out and around and bring it back to center. So you flex that foot to lower it down to your hover, point your toes at the bottom and loop the leg all the way back around. Flex, lower down, point and circle it up and around. Really find that connection to your abs. Drive your left foot down into the mat. Keep that left knee right over the ankle. Take it down and up one more time. Flex and lower and point to lift. We meet back at center, and then you're gonna take those circles in the other way. You're gonna take it out to the side, point the toes at the bottom, lift back up. The toes can stay pointed the whole time here. You circle it out to the side first, meet back at center, and lift. Circle around, and lift. 2 more times, feeling that stabilization through your core as the leg moves through space. Last one. And lift and lower. So good. We're gonna take all of that on the other side, sending the left toes up towards the ceiling. Your right foot is gonna press down into the mat now. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Feel that imprint of your spine connecting down into the mat. Start to circle the toes towards the ceiling. Drawing that circle about the size of your Pilates ball again. Just activating this left side now. and then start to take it the other way. Notice how as that leg circles around, your hips, your pelvis, your core kind of want to like shift to compensate for that movement. I want you to keep everything knit in nice and tight. Maybe you even bring your hands to your abdomen to feel that core connection happening. Knee right over the ankle, and we meet back at center. Now we flex the foot, lower your leg all the way down to a hover. You point the toes, scoop it back up. Then at the top, we take it out to the side, squeeze your inner thigh, lift back up. It's a flex of the foot, lower it down, point your toes, and lift back up. Then we go out, being mindful of this right leg. Take it down and up. When this left leg goes out, the right leg wants to compensate. Use your core, use your inner thigh. 2 more, down and up. Out and in. Last one, make it count. Take it out and back in. And now we find those big circles with the legs, taking it out to the left, loop it back around and down, and lift back up. Oh no, I'm so sorry. We did the other way around first. I lied. We flex the foot first, lower down. Point the toes at the bottom, and then circle it around. There it is. We flex the foot, lower down to our hover, point the toes, find that sweep out to the side, meet back at center. Flex to lower, point to sweep out and around. Again, being mindful of the right knee, keeping it in line with the hip. One more. Down and around. And then we meet back at center. Now we take it out to the side. Sweep it down and lift back up. We've got 6 total here. You take it out to the side and up. 4 more. Big circle out. Find your range of motion. It may not be the same as what you felt on the right. I think we have 2 more here. Down and around and up. And 1. Lift and release. Beautiful. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe you pull each knee towards your shoulder. Rock it side to side. Good. And then locate that small ball that you have. We're gonna come back down to our backs, and you're gonna store that ball in between your thighs here. Arms are gonna come back down to the mat. Reach for your heels. Oop, there they are. Got it? All right. We're gonna take some footwork here to start off with. So that ball is just gonna be stored in between your thighs for now. You're gonna lift your hips up, find your shoulder bridge, pressing down into your shoulder blades. Lift your heels up, come up onto the ball mounds of your feet, onto your toes. Then lower your heels back down and lower your hips. Curl your hips up, find your shoulder bridge. This time, you're gonna peel your toes up and drive down into your heels. Then neutralize the feet and lower the hips. You lift up, roll through the arches of your foot to lift up onto your toes. Then roll back through this time onto the heels, lift the toes. Roll through the arches, lift your heels, roll back through, and lift the toes. One more time, onto the toes, lift the heels, roll back through the arches and lift your toes, drive into the heels, neutralize your feet and lower your hips. All right, You're gonna take that ball now. We're gonna push through a quick little bridge series. You're gonna bring both of your heels onto your ball and turn your feet out into a little V shape, or A, depending on which perspective you wanna take. And once you get your feet on there, it might take a little, adjusting. It also might help to lift your hips up and then adjust, find where you feel support. We're gonna lower our hips down to a hover and press it back up. We're just gonna take it down and up. And normally we kind of roll through these bridges one bone at a time. I want you to think more about this as a hinge at your hip rather than a roll through the spine. Lowering your back down at neutral and then keeping that same neutral spine lifting back up. Take it down and up. Pressing those heels down into that ball for 4, lift and lower. Last 3, navel to spine. 2, lift and lower. Last 1, keep the hips lifted. You're just gonna press down with the heels into the ball. You'll feel your back body light up. You'll feel your glutes light up, your hamstrings, and release. It's just a press down into your ball and release. Take it down and up. It might not feel like very much as far as how far the heels go. May only be an inch, it may not even be an inch, it may be half an inch. What I want is for you to feel that posterior chain light up. 3 more, down, and up. Last 2, and 1, and release. So good. All right, grab that ball, you can set it off to the side and roll yourself all the way up. I'm gonna put my little hair clip back in, make any adjustments for yourself that you need, grab water if you need it. We are going to make our way to our left side. We're gonna focus on our right side body here. And you can take that ball and I want you to tuck it underneath this left hip. Elbow right underneath your shoulder. We're gonna take a flex to the feet, heels together, stack your knees, stack your hips. This ball is just here for feedback. It's not for you to dump down into this left side. It's here to keep you lifted up. If you ever start to feel like you're just squishing down on it completely, press away, lift up, find that connection to your left side. Hand behind your head or at your hips, wherever you feel comfortable with it. We're gonna take that flex to the feet and then lift the heels up. Open the knees apart, hinging at the heels and closing. We're just finding some clamshells, opening it up and close. Open and lower it down. Just for 4 here. Finding some mobility in this hip. Using your outer thigh muscle to pull the leg apart. Last 2. And 1. And lower. Keeping that same shape, the same flexion in your feet. You're gonna find your clamshell once again. This time, this is gonna be your home base. Now find internal rotation of your leg. Tuck your right knee down in front of your left. Open it back up and click the heels together. Take it down. Internally rotate your femur bone in your hip, then open it back up and tap the heels. Take it in and down, and open and tap. For 3 more, down, and open, last 2. Good team, last 1. Now we're gonna find that internal rotation once more. Make sure you're not crushing down on your ball. And then send that heel back behind you. You take it down and tuck and press. Take it down and push away with that foot. Find length laterally. 3 more down and press. Last 2, tuck and extend. Good team, last 1. And release. Go ahead and set your ball off to the side for now. Stay there. You tuck it under the mat. There we go. All right. And then you're gonna shift your legs forward, bring your knees right in line with your hip and your legs parallel to the edge of that mat. Here's where you're gonna grab one of your dumbbells. You're gonna press that weight up overhead. We'll take a bend in the elbow and then a squeeze of the tricep. Then at the top here, you're gonna roll onto your low back, not onto your low back, but onto your tailbone, bringing your legs to a tabletop position and reaching forward outside of that right leg. Lift back up with control. You roll back onto your side and take that tricep press at the bottom. Find your tailbone here, reach forward, lift back up, roll onto the side, all with control. If you want more, you can find your side teaser, reach for your ankles, and then as you roll back onto your side, you lengthen all the way out. Crunch, lift, reach, and lower down and lengthen. Take the tricep press and lift. So you've got those 2 options for yourself. Whoop. Almost lost it. If you feel like you're gonna lose it, use those low abs, contract, lift. And lower with control. Bend the elbow, extend. 1 more. Either with those knees bent or extended. Bend and release. Great job, team. All right, we're gonna take all of that on the other side. So go ahead and grab your ball. Keep your weight nearby. We're gonna come down to the left side, the right side. We're gonna work the left side now. So you're gonna tuck that ball, again, under your waistline, elbow underneath your shoulder. This ball is feedback. It's not there for you to sink down on. It's not there for you to cheat. It's there for you to stay lifted. It's there as a reminder to say, oop, oop, we're falling down. We're crushing the ball, we're falling down. All right, excuse me while I adjust myself 800 times. Find the sweet spot. Stack the knees, stack the hips, hand at your hips or behind your head, whichever is working best for you today. You take that flex in both of your feet and then you lift those heels up. Ooh, I'm already crunching down on the ball. Find your clamshell, open, hinge at the heels and close. Open, find your clamshell and close. Great job. Open and close. Using that outer thigh to pull the femur bone open in the hip socket. It's a chain reaction of events. It's a contraction of your abductors to pull the leg open and then release. Just 1 more here. And let it go. I need to tuck that ball in just a little bit more. There we go. All right. Keeping the flex in the feet, finding your clamshell once again, and then internally rotating your femur bone, tucking your left knee down in front of your right, opening it back up, and clicking the heels together. It's an internal rotation to tuck and external rotation to open and tap. Take it down and open. And as we're moving through all of these exercises, honestly, in any of these exercises that we're doing, in any of the classes that you're taking of mine, be aware of how you feel from side to side. I always notice my left side, especially with the internal and external rotation, I just don't have as much range of motion in there. It could be from a ton of reasons. It could be muscle imbalance, very possible. It could also just be the way that my body is made. One more. So just taking that inventory, being aware of what's happening in your body so that you know what home base feels like. Hold it here, flex and push away, draw back in, and push. The more awareness that you build within your body as you go through these movements, the more you can start to balance things out, the more you can start to feel where your body likes to compensate. Your body naturally wants to find that line of least resistance, the path of least resistance, yeah? So we have to work through that. We have to lift away from it. 2 more. And 1. And release. Ooh, starting to crush down on my ball a little bit. All right. You're gonna set it off to the side now, tucking it underneath your mat, wherever you want it to be. And then bringing those legs off the edge of your mat in that 90-degree bend, knees right in line with your hips, the legs parallel to the edge of your mat. You take your weight up overhead. This elbow always wants to creep forward. Again, taking that awareness, taking that inventory of what's happening in your body, what your body likes to naturally do to compensate for the work to be done. Do the work. Bend the elbow. Extend through your tricep. Then we're rolling onto the tailbone, onto the back. Reach forward. Back up, roll back onto your side, and then you take that tricep press. Extend it up. Use the abs, use your core, roll, roll, reach. Back onto your side, tricep press, and extend. Roll and reach. Or you have that opportunity here, if you'd like it, if you want more, to take your side teaser, extending both of your legs nice and long, reaching up for those ankles. And then as you lower down, you keep the length. Tricep press at the bottom. Either lifting and lengthening with your tricep press, or you can bend the legs and continue to reach towards the side of your mat. So good, so strong wherever you are. We take 4 more, team. Tap or reach. And then take your tricep press. Last 2, lift and lower. Ooh. And 1. And release. So good. Sit yourself up. Grab a sip of water if you need it. I know I need a little sip. All right, team, we're gonna make our way to all 4s. And we're gonna start off with some bilateral movement here. So we'll be going from side to side. And what I really want you to keep in mind as we move from one side to the other is your midline and keeping everything super, super stable. The hips square to the mat, the shoulders square to the mat, collarbone nice and open. I want everything very square here as we move, with as little motion through your hips and your core as humanly possible. That's gonna be the challenge for today. Actually, my challenge is gonna be, do I have enough room to reach forward? The answer is yes, of course I do. All right. Wrists underneath our shoulders and knees under hips. Take a nice big inhale. Fill up through your back. Exhale, navel to spine. This is our starting point. If you ever feel like you're starting to lose the form, come back to all fours, find your breath, navel to spine, breathe laterally. We're gonna send our right leg back behind us, lift, and reach the left arm forward. Just a nice hold here just for a moment, and then release back to center. Then the left leg reaches back, and the right arm lifts forward. Hold, find that back body, and release. Side to side, that bilateral movement, lift and lengthen, and lower back down. Reach, lengthen, and release. Finding that stability at center. Control through your core. Reach, lengthen, and lower back down. Just one more set here, and then we have a little bit to add on. Reach. Now lengthen out, holding at the top. Tap your toes and your hand down to the floor. Keep the length through your body. Lift back up and release. Extend. Hold the length. Tap down and lift and release. You've got 3 more each side, 3 more full sets here. Lifting and lengthening, tapping it down, lift back up, back to center. Don't forget about the stabilization at center. Keeping those hips as square to the mat as possible. Last 2. In, reach, tap, lift, and lower. Last set. Stay with that intention. Make it so focused. Good, release. All right. You're gonna walk your hands out a little bit further than you would normally have them, maybe like 1 palm's distance in front of where they were. You're gonna send your right leg back behind you, lower down to your forearms, squeeze your triceps to press yourself back up, and draw the right knee in. Left side, lengthen down to the forearms. Those elbows should be right underneath your shoulders here. Press back up, down to the mat. Right leg, down. Squeeze the triceps, lift, and in. Left, down, up, and center. Keep those knees right underneath your hips. That core stays on, down and up. 2 more each side. Lengthen and press. So good. Last one, last set. Down, up, and release. Good. All right. We're going to grab our dumbbells and we are going to, you can stay down on the ground if that feels good for your knees. Always flipping your mat over if that works for you, or if your knees are really not liking being planted down into the earth for this long, you can stand up and do this. Some of my clients say that they like to be on their feet for arms. So whatever you want to take for yourself, go ahead and do that. And we're going to take a weight in each hand, coming up to our knees, making a nice 11 with both of our femur bones. We're going to start off with our arms at a cactus shape. This is going to be a quick little arm series and then we'll be out of it. You're going to squeeze the biceps together, close, open back up, and press the weights up overhead, shoulders back and down. Pull back to center, squeeze and close, open up, and big press. 6 more. Pull, close, open, and press. Navel to spine. Reach. Last 3. Squeeze. And press. Last 2. Good. Press. And 1. We meet back at center. Now squeeze in. Open, pull the elbows down and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze the triceps at the back. Press back up to your cactus and close. Open, pull down, press and close. Open, pull back, squeeze that back body, lift back up and close. 3 more. Pull, lift and close. Last 2. Down, lift, and squeeze. 1 more. Now put it together. We press all the way up, pull all the way down. 8 total. Just 7 more. Press and pull. Don't let the ribs flare open. Keep it nice and tight. Press and pull. 5. Lengthen, shoulders back and down. Squeeze. 4 more. You've got it. Last 3. Breathe with me. Come on, team. 2 more. Press and pull. And 1. And release. So good. You could always go back through that if you want more for upper body, if you want to go back through that again, if you had lighter weights, if maybe that's all you had with you, and you want to go through and just double that up. You could go for either a double set, you could go for a triple set, whatever you want to do for yourself. The next thing we're going to do is going to be our core burner. We're going to use our ball and come down to our backs. The most low impact core burner there ever was, at least in my world, in my classes. We're gonna take that ball and we're gonna tuck it between our shoulder blades, kind of like, I don't want it high in between your shoulder blades, like here, like mid back, not here, like I don't even know how to explain this. At the base of your shoulder blades, that's what we want. This ball is gonna be there, okay? That's where it's gonna be. And again, once you get down onto it, you can, figure out where you wanna be with it. I gotta see what I'm doing here. Okay, we're doing, who even wrote this class? All right, find where you feel supported on the ball. And we're gonna start off with our hands behind our head, knees in line with hips, making that 11 with the femur bones. And you are gonna let yourself spill backwards over that ball. Let your rib cage expand. Let the elbows open up side to side. Let the chest expand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big inhale as you spill backwards. And then exhale, contract, lift up, peek over your knees, lift up off the ball, elbows nice and wide. Inhale, lower down, spill back. Exhale, lift up. You can hear the shakiness in my voice as I'm contracting this core so much. Spill back over the ball and contract in. Lift, peek over. Oh, pull those elbows back. Dive back and lift, look forward. 3 more. So good. Last 2, inhale, spill back. Exhale, contract, lift. Last 1. Now start to drive the right knee in, knee to nose. Oh my goodness. And spill back. Left knee in, knee to nose, crunch. Ooh. And release. That full contraction in, oh my goodness. Lift and crunch. Oh. Let's take one more each side, crunch it in. Knee to nose. Whew. Now lift up. Arms reach forward, palms face up. Right leg lifts. Lift up and release. Lift up and release. Press those palms up. Squeeze your biceps. 3. Oh my goodness. 2. Lift. 1. Release. If you're wearing ankle weights, oh my goodness, Godspeed. Lift up and down. Lift and lower. 3 more. Up, reach. 2 and 1. Oh my goodness, team. Sit up off of that ball, set it off to the side. Let yourself take some windshield wipers with the knees. Oh my goodness. We'll take a quick little stretch out, and then you can be on with your day. So good. Let's take a little mermaid shape with the legs, sitting up nice and tall. Finally letting some expansion come into that rib cage. Bring your right palm down to the mat. Reach your left arm all the way up and over. Inhale, send that breath to your side body. And release it back to center. So good. Switch the legs out. Find that mermaid on the other side. We'll take a nice big reach up and over. And back up to center. So good. Great job, team. I will see you in the next class.